Hi all, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today guys, we are going to do another little lipstick haul try on. I did one of these, I believe, in March or February with some new lipsticks that I had purchased, and I've since had some more new lipsticks come into my life, and so I decided we'll do a little try on. And also because I've been wearing these and trying them out, I can give you my thoughts on them and be quite, give you a more thorough review of them. Let's get into it. All right guys, so I'm zooming you in. Hold on a second, I feel like there's something in my eye. It never fails. As soon as I start filming, that's when something wants to fly into my eye. So let's see here. I don't see anything. I just applied my mascara though, so it could just be like a mascara particle. Anywho, so my lips, I don't have anything on them right now. They are a little bit on the dry side. I don't know why. I mean, I've been drinking water, I've been putting things on them, but my lips tend towards the drier side anyway, so it's just my lot in life. So first up, we're going to start off with the new Huda Beauty Faux Filler non-sticky lip gloss, and I have it in the shade Posh. Looks like this. As you can see, I've already used a ton of it. It was here when I bought it, and now it's here. So I use this quite a bit, and I really use this when I'm going for something that I don't want a ton of color, but I want a little something. So I'm going to apply this now. And show you guys what it looks like, and it is quite sheer on me. I have a lot of pigment in my natural lips, so oftentimes when a gloss doesn't have, it's one of the reasons why I prefer, if it's a gloss that doesn't have any like shimmer or anything, I tend to like a gloss that has a bit of opacity to it, because if it's super sheer, my lips are just gonna, it's gonna fight against the pigment of my lips. So this is Posh, and as you can see, it does have some color to it. It's not like completely sheer, but I know I've seen some reviews where people talk about it being sticky, even though it says it's non-sticky. I don't find it to be sticky, and I really do think it depends on how you apply and how much product you apply. You guys saw how much I applied. I applied a little bit extra than I normally would, just so I can get as much of the color on my lips for you guys as possible. But as you can see, it's still not a ton, and it's not, I'm not getting that stringy thing that some people have shown. I honestly think it's just the amount of product you're putting on. I think if you glob on any lip gloss, even if it's non-sticky, if you put too much on, you're gonna get that. So I would just say apply a thin layer, you know? I don't think that's brain surgery, but yeah. This is so pretty. I might actually wear this. I might actually put this back on. I'm leaving for work in 30 minutes, so we better get your butt in gear, Amira, finish this video. But I might put this back on because I really like how soft it is with my eyes, which is, I don't have a whole lot of makeup on today as far as my eye makeup goes. So I like how soft this looks. But yeah, this is Huda Beauty Faux Filler in Posh. So I have, let's do these first. So I have two of the Nabla. I have two Nablas here. The first one is Dia, and this is the first one that I bought. These have been on my radar forever, and they were originally at Ulta, and then they sold out, and then they were out of stock for what felt like almost a solid year, and I could not get my hands on them. They were finally back in stock, and I had like 3 or 4 in my cart, and I was like, pull back, Amira. You haven't even tried the formula yet. Try one, see how you feel, and then you can purchase another one. So the first shade that I purchased was the shade Dia, which looks like this, and I have used this a ton. I took it to New Orleans with me for the Creators and Friends event, and I had so many people asking me about this lippy. It is kind of similar in the sense that it is on the sheer side, but it's called Beyond Jelly. So it kind of has this almost like lip balm lipstick hybrid feel to it, which I love that type of formula. So this is Dia. How stunning is Dia? It's such a lovely formula. What I like about this formula is that it feels it's a thicker formula, so I will say that, like, it's not a thin formula. It is definitely like a balm gloss balm lipstick hybrid. So it has a little bit of body to it. It's not like this, which is very thin. But what I like about it is you can see it gives a little color. It gives color, but it's not overpowering. It's not super duper high impact shine, just enough. But it feels really good on the lips. It's got that sort of like, you feel like your lips are protected. Even if, I don't know if this even has any sort of moisturizing properties to it. It feels like it does though. It has this very, it feels like your lips are sort of like wrapped in a very nourishing formulation when you put it on. It doesn't last, so like it's just like a lip gloss or you know, a regular lipstick. If you drink, if you eat, it's gonna come off. What I love about this though is that because the formula is so easy to work with, I usually just keep this in the drawer at my desk at work, and you know, as I'm drinking tea or after I've had lunch, I'll just go and I'll sit at my desk and I'll apply this, and I don't even use a mirror. That's how like easy to work with this is. But again, I think this also has to do with the color, because it is a softer color, because I'm going to show you another color that is far deeper that I wouldn't necessarily do that with, but I want to show you both. So this is the first one that I purchased, and it is my favorite of the two that I have, and this is Dia. Next up, and I was gonna go by like brand, but I think I'm gonna go by color because I have some darker tones in here, and I don't love the idea of putting a dark tone and then fighting to remove it and then adding a lighter tone. I want to make sure you guys get like true color. So next up is a Gucci Glow and Care. I think it's called Gucci Glow and Care Lip Shine. This is the shade that I originally owned and I panned. And I bought one in February that I showed in that original lipstick haul try-on video. It's called Lucy Dark Orange. But when I went into Sephora to purchase, I was originally just going to pick up this shade here. And this is the shade Peggy Taupe. So this is what she looks like. How beautiful is that shade? This is the shade that I was originally going to buy, and then I opted to do something different, mainly because this one was out of stock, and I was like, well, I can just skip it, but I'm like, well, maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to try another color. That I did. Lucy Dark Orange is beautiful, but I was still missing my Peggy Taupe. This is a shade of this particular formula that I love, that I've seen on multiple different skin tones. It looks good on pretty much everyone, and it's so no fuss, no muss, and it is actually hydrating and moisturizing and nourishing to the lips. So I'm going to apply it now. And this has been in my lips, my little makeup bag that I carry in my purse since I got it. I mean, how pretty that is. It's so soft. It's got a little bit of pigment, not too much, but it is so pretty, and you can wear it with pretty much any look. This is just one of those products that I throw in my bag like on a weekend, during the work week, whatever, and I can carry it, and I, you know, can throw it on throughout the day. This is another one that I can apply without a mirror because the color is forgiving, the formulation is forgiving. It feels so nice on the lip. When they say glow and care, that's what it means. It's like you get that like glossy look, but your lips really feel nourished and cared for and hydrated. And I wanted it back in this color because, as you can see, this color is beautiful, but also it goes so well. You can see how it would go so well with so many different other makeup products and makeup colors, and like eye looks and things like that, because it's just so, it has like that neutralness to it that I love about Gucci lip products in general. It's like Gucci has this underlying neutrality in their shades, and I think that is the secret to why so many of their shades work for so many different skin tones, because I've seen this on people much darker than me, I've seen it on people much lighter than me, and it looks good on everybody. So yeah, so this is Penny Beige, or excuse me, Peggy Taupe. Penny Beige is the other lipstick that I absolutely love from Gucci. That is another one that is like a unicorn shade that looks good on everybody. But this is Peggy Taupe, and yeah, I love her, and I'm glad to have her back in my life. Next up is a formula or lipstick release that got me it just got me. I have not owned anything else from this brand, mainly because when I look at the products themselves and I look at the price point, I don't see myself spending that kind of money on the products. I'm not wowed by them or drawn into them to want to drop as much money as they go for. But when this release was previewed, I was like, I think they got me. I think they got me. And that is the new Westman Atelier Lip Suede Matte Lipsticks. When I saw these in the promo photos and I saw the swatches and then I saw them on the models, I was just like, where do I even start? Because there were so many lipstick shades that I wanted from this specific collection that I decided to start off with the first one that got me, that I was like, yes, that's the one. And then I figured, like, I'll see how I feel about the formulation, because these are very expensive. These are $50 hairs each. That's more than a Gucci lipstick, okay? And we're gonna get to this one, but that's more than a Gucci lipstick. So I was like, you know, let's start off with one mirror. Let's start conservative. Let's see how we feel. So I picked up the shade Rue, which looks like this. She is a stunner. And I was just talking to Hot Mess Tom in DMs about this particular shade, because they purchased this shade as well. And as soon as I saw them show it, I was like, that shade is stunning. The formulation is stunning, and they agreed. They really enjoy it. Let's apply. And again, my lips are on the dry side, so if my lips look dry, don't, just ignore it. Don't say anything. Let me live my life. But because this is a matte lipstick, this is what I really want to talk about with you guys. Because I have, in my last lipstick haul, I had picked up the Prada matte lipstick. And though I like the color, it is incredibly matte. And when I say it's incredibly matte, I mean it is matte. It will suck all the moisture out of your lips, okay? So you have to really prep with that. I say exfoliate, put on a nourishing lip gloss or lip balm for a little bit, take that off, and then apply. With this, it's matte, but it's a creamy formula, guys. It's a really soft, when you apply it, it feels like you're applying a satin. It does not feel like a matte lipstick at all on application. Now, as you can see, it wears like a matte. Like once it's on the lips, it looks like a matte, and it's a matte lipstick. It is very comfortable. It's very high pigment, so I say it's still a bullet lipstick. It's not a liquid lipstick, so you're not going to get the wear that you would get with a matte liquid lipstick, but you're going to get decent wear with this, because I've worn this and I wear it to work, and then I drink my tea, and I didn't need to reapply after drinking my tea. I had to reapply after eating lunch, but that's to be expected. But after having my tea, I still had color on my lips. It wasn't like full, like fresh application, but it didn't look like, oh, you need to touch up your lipstick, girl. It didn't look like that. You know what I mean? So yes, I still say with any matte lipstick, make sure you're prepping your lips. And I will say that I do feel like over time, this gets a little bit drier as the day goes on, but it's really comfortable for the majority of the time that you wear it. And usually when it's dry, that's usually around the time that I need to reapply it anyway. So I'm just going to take it off and reapply it. Once I've reapplied it, it feels fresh and comfortable and fine. So yeah, this is Rue. I am obsessed with this shade. I've been wearing it a ton when I haven't been wearing these other lipsticks. This is like when I haven't been wearing like my Gucci Glow and Care. This has been sitting in my makeup bag. I just love this shade. And as you can see, oftentimes what winds up happening is that I put it on and I'll go, I don't think this goes with what I'm wearing today. But then I'll put it on and I'll be like, yes, it does. So that's like, even now I was like, oh, I'm going to wear the lip gloss. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, maybe I should wear this. I'm going to wear the lip gloss, I think, though. But it's so pretty. This is a beautiful formula. I will be picking up more of these, I think, eventually. I don't know if I'll do it right away, but I want more of these in my life, because I really enjoy the formulation. I love how pigmented they are. They are high impact, but the shades themselves, the color, the undertone specifically of Rue, there's a grunginess to it, though. Even though it is high impact, high pigment, it doesn't feel like kind of like the Makeup by Mario ones, where when I saw those in person, the undertones were very basic. So because they were high impact and the undertones were there wasn't any nuance to them, I wasn't excited to actually purchase one, and I wound up skipping those for that reason, and I'm glad I went and saw them in person. They're just kind of basic in the undertone, whereas I feel like these, kind of like the Gucci ones, there's a little something in the undertone that keeps it interesting, so that while the shades may be basic, the undertones are not. And this is a shade that I think will look good on a lot of people. Like a lot of people, like Hot Mess Tom and I are not close in shade range, but it looks good on both of us. So yeah, so this is Rue, and I love her, and I plan on buying some of her siblings as well. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Next up, I have another Gucci for you, and this is one of the Gucci satins, and this is the shade. This is one of the newer shades. This is Auroral Amber. It's quite a mouthful. It's not Aurora, it's Auroral Amber. So this one is one that is newer to my collection, and I haven't had a chance to wear this one as much, but I have a decent amount of the Gucci satins. It's one of Gucci has one of my favorite lipstick collections. Both the satin and the matte, though I am partial to the satin. I have two mirrors here, and I keep picking up the big one instead of the small one. Excuse me. So this is Auroral Amber, and as you can see, it is quite dark, but it has like a, I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like a yellowy undertone to it, like a little bit of, and this is what I'm talking about with Gucci lipsticks. This could just look like a brown. You know, this could just look like a mid-tone brown, but there's something in it. It's got a ruddiness to it. It's got almost like I said, a yellow mustardy undertone to it that just makes my heart sing. This is why I love Gucci lipsticks. Besides the formula, is that I love that the shades are like classic with a twist. There's like, they're beautiful shades that are elegant and classic and timeless, but they are not boring or aging or dated looking. There's something about them that keeps them sort of edgy and modern. If you've never tried the Gucci satin formula, it's expensive. They're expensive lipsticks, but if you have the chance to and you have the funds to, buy one. Pick a color out and buy one. The first one I bought was Penny Beige. I still own it. I love it. It's one of my favorite neutral lipsticks of all time. It is a stunner. And this lipstick is just, the Gucci lipsticks are what got me back into bullet lipsticks. I was a liquid lipstick girly through and through until I started buying Gucci lipsticks. And then I kind of got into other brands like Lisa Aldridge and things like that. But Gucci was the gateway drug for me to get back into bullet lipsticks, because up until that point, I owned zero. I owned only liquid lipsticks or lip glosses. So that tells you something about this formula. And I mean, it's so comfortable. It's a satin. It's creamy. There's a little bit of shine to it, but it's not overly glossy. And as you can see, this shade though, and this is not a shade that I would really reach for this time of year, but I saw it and I just had to have it. And I'm so glad I do, because I don't know if I'll get a lot of wear from it in the summer, but come fall, or even, you know, I mean, who knows, maybe I don't tend to reach for super dark lipsticks in the summer, and that's just like a personal aesthetic thing. But I love the Gucci lipstick so much, I could see me reaching for this on an off occasion and being like, you know, yes. But for fall and winter, absolutely. I mean, look how pretty this is. So stunning. This is Auroral Amber. All right, guys, and last but not least is another Nabla, and I'm leaving this one to last because it is the darkest of all of the lipsticks that I've shown you guys today. So this is another of the Beyond Jelly. I was about to say Bajelly. Beyond Jelly lipsticks. So this is the second one that I purchased. I purchased this right when I got back from like New Orleans. It was like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy another one, because I had that one with me the entire trip, and I was just like, yes, absolutely. So this is what she looks like. As you can see, she is dark. She's dark. She is a vampy shade. So I'm gonna apply her now. And this is mostly just to show you the shade. I've already talked about the formulation. The formula is very similar to Dia. It's not much difference in that, but I just want to show you guys the shade. So the way she applies, and as you can see, she looks quite light on me, but she's actually pretty dark, and you can build her up. And that's one thing that I don't know if I said about this formula when I was trying to get, but you can build this up. Like, it's not at a high so you can kind of like get it to get darker and darker on the lip. It's not going to give you full opacity of, you know, like a traditional bullet lipstick. But if you want it to where it's sheer, you can. If you want to build it up and get that tone, you can. So as you can see, it's super dark, but on me it reads quite like purple plummy. Overall amber, because it's a traditional lipstick, reads darker on my lips, but this actually is the one that, like, in person is quite dark on me. It's so pretty. How pretty is that? Again, the formula, top notch, stunning. The only thing about this that is one of the reasons why I'm not going to reach for this one as much as I would reach for Dia is because it is a kind of that like gloss lipstick hybrid. You don't get that like stain power that you would get from like a traditional bullet. So if you're wearing something that's this dark, you kind of have to babysit it a little bit, which I knew when I purchased this. That's not a shock to me. I just wanted to try this formula in a darker shade. So I really like this, but this is not something that I would wear if I was worried about having to reapply my lipstick all the time. Like, you know, if I'm going somewhere and I'm like, oh, pictures are going to be taken, I want to make sure I have my lipstick on. This is not what I would wear. This is for me when I want to have a little bit more oomph, but I'm fine with it fading. I'm fine with, like, you know, reapplying later or going back and reapplying in general. Like, if I'm okay with either one, just letting it fade off and not reapplying, or being okay with babysitting it. If you're not in the mood for, you know, for either of those things, you want something that is just going to stay on your lips. This is probably not the formulation for you as far as a deeper tone, but I really like it. I think it's pretty. It kind of reminds me a bit of Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Jazz, but actually no, it's more like Myth. I take that back. It reminds me a little bit more of Velvet Myth, because on me, Velvet Myth looks kind of like this, except super matte. It had kind of like that pinky purple plummy vibe. That's how it pulls on my skin tone. And this kind of reminds me of like a glossy lip balmy version of that. Yeah. This is Nabla Nocturna. Alright gang, and those are all the lipsticks that I have for you today. I have applied my glasses. I've reapplied the Huda Beauty Faux Filler in Posh because I'm getting ready to run to work now. But let me know in the comments down below, do you enjoy this video type, this like lipstick haul try on? Because I am a huge lipstick girly. I'm kind of rediscovering my love for lip products. That was the category of makeup products that I have always worn even before I got into other forms of makeup. So let me know if you enjoy these videos. What I do is as I purchase lipsticks, I'll, compile them and then just do a little haul video for you guys like this one. But yes, let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy that. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And also guys, let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite of the ones that I tried on today? I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now. What was this? Why did I do that? Who knows? Bye now.